Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And unfortunately, this is something we all have to deal with, and that is evicting a tenant. And these are steps that you have to follow. Unfortunately, I didn't follow it early on in my career, and it cost me a lot of time and money. And you have to follow these steps. You can't just change the locks or turn off their water, because the laws protect the tenants more than it does the landlords. Step one, make sure that there's a late fee into their contract and it gives them more incentive to pay on time. Step two is, if they are late, just call them to make sure anything is wrong. I mean, banks call us, even though they have thousands of mortgages, when you're a few days late. So why can't we take those few minutes to say, hey Mr. Smith, I see your payment didn't come through. Just wanted to make sure, is there everything okay? Or did you try to pay and it didn't go through? Just make sure you're following up with your tenants. Step three is giving them an eviction notice. You can A, give it to them personally. Now if you do that, make sure you take note of what they're wearing and what time you gave them the notice to vacate. That's going to be important for the courts later on. Or you can give it to someone that's 16 years of age or older as a substitute, and just make note of whoever you gave it to. And then if you try to make an attempt to meet them twice and you don't meet them, you can put it on their door. But if you do that, also follow up with a first-class mail when you're sending it to them, and then take note of the receipt that you have to know that the courts, hey, I gave it to them and they weren't there. At this point, most tenants get the idea that either A, I'm going to catch up on my rent, or B, I'm going to make plans to move out. And if they don't make plans to move out, move on to step four, which is going to the courts to get them evicted. Now, this is the point where they're going to give you a court date for you guys to meet at the court and settle things. If they show up, it doesn't matter. You're going to get the court date for you to start evicting the person legally. Now that you've gone to the court and now the court legally says you are able to kick them out, you move on to step five, which is the writ of restitution, which legally means you can kick them out of the apartment. So you're now going to be granted a court date where you have to be able to kick them out, pack up any of their personal belongings that is important to them. You have to store it though. You can't just throw it out. Let's say you find their wedding band or their television screen. You store it for at least up to 30 days, depending on what state you're in. And of course, you can charge the tenant for the amount of pay that you have to use to whether get movers or to pack up all their stuff and put it into storage. After a certain amount of time, you can eventually get rid of the things or you can ship it to them. Step six is going to a collection agency. Now, I know a lot of people think, okay, the tenant's gone, they're out of my life, I am done with that thorn in my behind. But trust me, I can tell you how many people, after you kick them out, is going to be calling you, begging to pay you the money that they owe. Because A, no one wants that thing on their record. B, it's going to be hard for them to get a car, get in another apartment, because that is on their permanent record of you evicting them. I know collection agencies cost money. Sometimes they take 20%, sometimes they take 35%, but it's better than zero. So if they owe you $2,000 or $8,000, trust me, I've been there. They will be calling you and ask you, hey, I want to clear this from my record. How do I pay you? Sometimes they just want to do a settlement, or sometimes they want to pay. I hope that helped, guys. I hope you guys don't ever have to evict people, but if you evict people, follow these step-by-step process and you will do it safely, legally, and you'll get your money at the end. Thank you for watching. I just hope that you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends.